Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in and watching. I'm going to go over 9 ways or 9 reasons to get yourself outside and enjoy some fresh air, so to say. But these are actual 9 reasons on why it's important for us as humans to get outside. I'm just going to dive right into it. The first one is it lowers your blood pressure. Walking or even enjoying sights like staring at the trees outside can help reduce your stress, and with that it reduces your blood pressure. It also has reduction in stress related hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. It's wild to think that just going and staring at a tree to try to hear it fall in a forest will actually help you on that kind of stuff. Another one here, number 2, is it improves your mood. I would agree on this one just from firsthand experience, and maybe you are not an outdoorsy person or you are an outdoorsy person. And maybe you have a memory from being outside that actually showed it, but it improves your mood. There's tons of research around this, and it shows that being in nature actually makes us as humans happier. It helps to notably decrease anxiety, depression, and anger when we spend time outdoors. It kind of goes to those saying like, go for a walk. When you hear someone that, like, I'm so mad, it's like, I'm just going to go for a walk. There's some truth behind that. We've been doing that on our own and kind of creating that as humans just naturally. So, it kind of makes sense when they have a study to show, wow, it actually does help us. Now I know why when dad was mad, he went for a walk. It was to not kill us and to make himself happier. Number 3, it actually improves our focus. This is another one that's been studied, and it shows both in children and adults who focus or struggle with focusing and have difficulty with impulse control. We're actually able to concentrate better after being outside and in nature. So if you have a child that's struggling, or if you're struggling with focus, go outside, spend some time, dedicate some time. I don't think it has to be 5 hours, even if it's 30 minutes, but spend that time. Number 4 was it helps healing. This one I found kind of interesting when I saw this, or I guess I didn't really know about this. But there were some studies done to show that major illnesses and surgeries, the patients were actually recovering faster when they spent time outdoors. They actually also found that they used less painkillers. I thought this was very interesting. I couldn't find necessarily what the illnesses or the surgeries were, but it was kind of neat to see that, it reduced the need for painkillers. There's just so much going on in our country, like probably the world actually, when it comes to abuse of painkillers and the opiates. So if there's anything that can help you or a loved one recover and reduce your pain, I mean, that's just a win-win. That's kind of amazing. So that's another benefit if you're trying to figure out how to motivate yourself to get outside. Number 5, you can age better. That's right. Are you kind of obsessed with your looks and you don't like those gray hair, those wrinkles coming? There was a journal, or the Journal of Aging and Health actually showed adults over 70 had fewer difficulties with sleep. They complained less about aches and pains and other things while outside, from spending time outside. Not when they were outside, but because of the activities of going outside. They noticed that group in this study actually had better sleep and less aches and pains. So this is a great habit to get into, and it's not like you have to start it before you get 70 or get into your later part of life. Anytime the best time to start a new habit was yesterday, the next best time is right now. So start those habits. Another one is it gets us moving, and you're more likely to exercise by just being outside. If you ride to the forest or you ride to a park, take that little break just to get on the bike, you're more likely to walk around and explore. You're more inclined to just start exercising. And hell, even if you do an exercise routine and you do normal things, push-ups, sit-ups, or other things that you're doing at a gym, a lot of those you can do outside. You can do at a park. So it's really awesome that you can accomplish 2 things on that. As humans, number 7, it's a way to get social. We crave that social human network. We do. That's why Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all these social platforms just exploded, and now it's part of our life. We as humans want to connect with other humans. And typically when you're outside, you're going to go to a place that has most likely trails or a park, something that you will most likely meet other people. And those people will be doing similar things to you. And that will help you with this sense of community, this yearning that you might have and not even realize. And also, it gives you a chance to meet new people. You're both doing a similar activity. And as adults, for some reason, we have trouble doing this. But as children will just walk up to another kid. Hi, will you be my friend? Yes. And they start playing. They don't even know each other's names. They just go and do that. But it's so awkward as humans. As humans, we feel this disconnect to strangers, but yet we have this yearning to want to connect. And this way, it could be like, hey, I've never been on this trail. What should I look out for? Oh, this, and this. You have that connection. Number 8, this is one that kind of makes sense, and there's a lot of research, but it's better for your immunity or your immune system. I feel like I get sick quite often with like head colds and stuff. And so this is one that I really need to encourage myself and create these habits of going outside more often. But the sun gives us vitamin D, and there's tons of research out there about how vitamin D helps us with our mood and other things on that. But one of the things I found, which I thought was so unique, and I didn't really know, but plants also release organic compounds that go in the air, and we breathe this in while we're outside in nature, and that actually has been shown to boost our immune functions. There's also other things about the T cells in our bodies, and these are what helps us fight infections, and that sunlight kind of energizes them. So being outside actually helps us create more energy to try to help fight the infections in our body. Number 9 is creativity. This is the last one, but if you're kind of stuck and hit a writer's block, so to say, or you're struggling with projects and getting that stuff, there's a lot of studies that I was able to see or reference a couple of studies where it showed that spending time outdoors can help boost our creative problem-solving abilities. One of the things to think about, or one of the stuff that I read, which I thought was odd and true, was that being outdoor, we focus in a quieter way. So we're focusing on nature and objects that are kind of not moving. I mean, there's wind, but it's not fast paced. And by having our attention on these slower things, it kind of quiets our inner dialogue or the inner fuzz that's going on in our brain. And by slowing that inner attention down, it helps us refocus, which is really cool. And I think this is part of mindfulness, which is a big push. But you can go outside and just try to be present in that moment, wherever you are. What does the ground feel like? What's the color of that tree? Depending on the season, what's the color of the leaves as they're changing? Or even if you don't have grass, I'm referring to that, I live in a high desert. What color is the sand in this area? What color is the shrubbery? You're kind of slowing it down and looking at that, and it really helps. I mean, these were just 9 quick and easy ways that can help you kickstart that need to get outside. Just go and do it. Sometimes it's hard, and we kind of have to motivate ourselves by just kind of that internal dialogue saying, do it or I'm going to kick your ass internally. One way to do this, like this big push that I'm doing, is on motorcycling. Being out on your motorcycle will already kind of get you focusing on this stuff and also give you a hobby to look for a cool place to go. So just to recap this, going outside, it helps to lower your blood pressure, which helps your health. It improves your mood, and everyone wants that. No one wants to be with the a-hole. It helps with your focus, and it improves your focus. It helps you with healing. It can help you age better. There's different cultures that everyone has a slang for that they don't age, or there's cultures like mine that age. Get yourself moving is another one. Get that body going. Something in motion stays in motion, and our bodies are the same way. I'm not telling you to go out and lift up 100-pound trunks and get all beefy, but get moving. Any kind of moving will help you keep going. It's a way to get social, like we talked about. You're going to be seeing people doing the same stuff, and as humans, we crave that. It's better for our immune system on that, and it helps you with creativity. And you might tie that creativity with the earlier improving of focus. But get outside, experience this. Go outside, experience nature, experience the outside, experience the weather, how the environment looks. Enjoy that piece for there. Anyway, thank you guys. Shake things up. Explore the world with me, with yourselves. Check it out. Don't just look at Instagram and TikTok at what's happening in the world. Get out there and see these beautiful sights for yourselves. Be safe on your bikes. Keep an eye out for everybody, and thank you guys so much for watching.